Hello everyone, my name is Sean, also known as Shawnthebro, and this is the channel trailer showcasing everything we have on this channel, especially our four main series, which are the fighting game tutorial series, Super Smash Bros. And Platform Fighter tutorial series, the third-person action RPG tutorial series, and the first-person shooter tutorial series. I'm basically going to be going through each of them, showcasing and highlighting a lot of the things that we've done to date, but these are in no way finished. We have weekly updates on these series with plenty more work to do. So if this is the first time that you're checking out my channel, I'm Shawnthebro. I make programming tutorials and game development tutorials in C++ and Unreal Engine. Occasionally I'll do a few other things like Game Maker, Unity, Perforce, Git, and other things like that, but we are mainly C++ and Unreal Engine here. My goal is that anyone of any experience level, novice or professional, can come watch these videos and hopefully learn something about how to make these games, different viewpoints on certain functionality. So first things first, we have our fighting game tutorial series, and you saw I was going through the menus. We had character select, stage selection, alternate outfits, locked items, level streaming with loading screens, stage entrances, character intros, and lots of fun stuff like that. This is the fighting game tutorial series, so what we have in here is a 2.5D fighter. We have a standard hitbox system, chargeable attacks, knockdowns, combo states, combo counters, cheat codes, super moves, cinematics, round counters, fillable health bars, win and loss conditions, and even tie conditions, super meter, special moves, tag matches, AI, online modes, and we're even working toward rollback netcode. There's a lot in this series that we've covered in the 245 episodes to date, but at the same time we still have a lot more to do. So we're going to be improving our AI, creating a story mode, adding Steam subsystem implementation, rollback netcode implementation, character creation, and more. So there's so much we can do in this fighting game series, and if you're interested in learning how to make a fighting game, I'm hoping this does everything that you need it to do. Additionally, we have source control set up. We also have practice mode, so you can see hitboxes, frame advantages, see AI using different states like the jumping state, and a lot more. I also want to note here that there is a Discord community that we have that is very helpful. I answer questions and solve problems that you guys run into, and many other members of the community who may have had the same issues or similar issues and have learned from it help solve issues when I'm not around. These videos are tutorials. They're meant to help you learn and advance yourself and your learning, but be aware that all of these series are going to have an Epic Marketplace template that I upload that you can purchase if you would like to skip ahead and have the entire finished template. That way it is an easy way to change assets and modify the exposed variables and make your own game out of what we've created here on this channel as a community. We also have other mini-series, such as converting the 2.5D fighter to 3D. So if you want a game that's more like Tekken, this series also supports that. Template is supported in both Unreal Engine 4 and Unreal Engine 5, so you can also tailor the template to your needs and use it with other things in either of those versions if that's required. The fighting game is definitely the farthest along by far because we have weekly episodes. Every Sunday is a new fighting game tutorial episode, where all the other series are released on a Friday, so they alternate between the platform fighter, the first-person shooter, the third-person action RPG, and a requested video, usually in a completely other topic or other project. So these could be one-offs or little mini-series to help complete a certain task that was requested as well. There's so much more that we go over in this series, so I recommend checking it out if you're interested in fighting games at all. Next on our list is the third-person action RPG tutorial series. So this is more along the lines of an open-world adventure game. We're controlling a character. We have item pop-ups, weapon pop-ups, an inventory system, melee attacks that can also go to different moves and special moves, and other combos, a lock-on system that we can walk around and stay tracking a target. We can also switch between our targets that we're locked onto that are within range. We have a sprinting system, a stamina system, cinematic support with in-game movable objects. If we defeat our opponent, we will gain XP, and we can also fill out members of our quest. So you'll see the first objective up there said slay 2 pumpkin golems, and then when we defeated one, it went to slay 1 pumpkin golem. We have pickups, NPCs with dialogue options. This is something we're still expanding on in the series, so we're going to have NPCs that have quest-related items. They walk around, it acts like an actual town as you're moving through an area, and a lot of fun other AI things that are going to be really relevant in making a fun third-person action RPG. Equipment such as a chest plate, helmet, and boots. An inventory menu where we can equip and unequip armor and weapons. We go over sockets and how to appropriately place things on characters, and a whole lot more. There are 62 episodes in the third-person action RPG tutorial series to date, with many more on the way. After that, we have our Super Smash Bros. And Platform Fighter tutorial series. So we have the token dropping character select screen where we can pick the character that we want to play as, set our name or our identifier. We can change the color or palette of our character. We have different modes like standard, stock, and coin. We have launching and damage percentages, so as damage goes higher, we launch them further. Respawn platforms, items that are throwable, droppable, and have their own usage. We have hitboxes, character states, keyboard and controller support, sudden death, and a whole lot more. Another really important thing in all these series is sound effects, music, visual effects, settings menus, and many art-related things that aren't so much on the programming side, but it's still very important that we know how to use them properly within Unreal Engine, how to import them, how to get the most out of them. So you might hear some random sound effects like in the platform fighter. There's bird noises. In the fighting game there is music. In the third person and first person shooter games there's actually just a fire sound effect playing in the background for the music. And this is showing how you can make a game with all these template assets and of course change them out for your own assets, your actual music, sound effects, visual effects, characters, and all these other exciting things. You can see this whole time in the platform fighter I've been in the stock mode. We can also switch over to the standard mode like I was mentioning earlier. These are game modes or match settings, however you want to set it up, and they can completely customize the game itself that we're playing. So things like the settings menu can configure these options and really give you a lot of freedom when you're making your own game. You can choose certain things from my videos to pull out and put in, leading up to the perfect result for your game. There are 67 episodes of the Platform Fighter and Super Smash Bros. Tutorial series at the current time, with many more on the way. The last thing I want to go over for this channel trailer and this video showcase is the first-person shooter tutorial series. The first-person shooter allows us to fire weapons, get damage numbers on enemies with floating health bars, deal different damages based on headshots, as well as play different particle effects, defeat enemies, make exciting worlds with a mini-map, take damage, get defeated or die, come back to life when we respawn, interact with objects in the world, pick up different weapons, so go from an assault rifle to a submachine gun or a blaster, fire weapons at different rates, different amounts of recoil, camera shake, reload animations in time, aiming down sights, bullet spread, projectile weapons versus hit scan weapons, math behind line traces, ray casts, and a lot more. We can also do all your standard stuff like sprinting, crouching, using abilities, peeking out behind cover. There are 64 episodes of the first-person shooter to date, with a whole lot more on the way, and so many more fun things. All these series are so much fun to work on. I'm really so grateful for all the people who have enjoyed the series and supported the channel the whole time we've been working on it. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And again, if you're new to the channel, consider checking it out if you're interested in anything I showed in this video or game development with C++ and Unreal Engine in general. It would really mean a lot to me, and I would love to have you as part of the community. If you do check out the channel and you find out you're really interested in it, but don't have the time, or don't want to go through all the episodes, you can check out the Patreon, YouTube memberships, or Discord subscriptions to get a lot of perks, one of them being the series for free once they're released on the Epic Marketplace. Nothing is being gatekept. All of the content in those templates will be shown in these tutorials. That is just a way to jumpstart, immediately get access to everything. Additionally, we do have merch. if you're interested in checking it out. There's some really cool stuff on there, and we put a lot of effort in to get it that way. This is my first real channel trailer. I'll try to keep this updated as I think there's substantial progress. So expect to see more soon, my friends. Anyway, guys, that's all I've got for you. Thank you for watching this trailer. My name is Shawnthebro, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye, my friends.